Willkommen bei den Caramels mit Brian aus den Vereinigten Staaten,
Hey!
Rafid aus Bangladesch
Hallo.
und mich, Bibi aus den Niederlanden. Wir sind 3 neugierige englische Studenten, neu in Göttingen, neu in Deutschland und teilen unsere Erfahrungen. Im Weiteren ist Bibi für die Inhalte verantwortlich. Nachfolgend wird der Podcast in der englischen Sprache wiedergegeben. Schließ dich uns an.
Hallo liebe Hörer. Willkommen zu einer neuen Podcast-Folge von den Caramels. Heute sprechen Bibi, Brian und Rafid über Trinkgeschichten und Erfahrungen, Erinnerungen an der universitären Orientierungswoche. Rafids Angst, gefangen zu werden, ein Vergleich der universitären Cafeterien und die Unterschied zwischen Jahressystem und Prüfungsformen des Heimatlandes. Also, los geht's! We got drums this time, huh?
We got drums. We
Yeah.
got tables to hit.
Yes,
We got hands to play instruments, but...
we got claps.
And we're back with the claps.
Back with the clap? Not again!
Wait, not the clap. No! With our instruments here to talk.
Yeah.
Early on in the week, Caramels coming back to you
Yeah.
with some recording. It's only
Welcome.
been, normally we record on a Friday. Today we're recording on Tuesday.
And why is that?
Starting the week off just because we miss
That's-
each other so much.
I guess we should say that.
For logistic reasons.
Logistically, yeah, everybody's going to Hamburg
Yeah,
sometime this week.
apparently.
Yeah, we got called into court. Something about something.
Well, that's you.
That's you.
No,
Aren't
you
you go
guys
to
are my
Brussels
key
for that?
witnesses, aren't you?
Wait, what?
You guys are like whispering, you can do it. No one will see.
What?
Yeah, we are going to Hamburg. My first time. I'm really
Really? No, you guys went to Hamburg.
No, I've never been anywhere. And I don't say that with sadness, by the way. It's a choice.
Oh yeah, you really never went.
I am
Like,
one of those types.
I've
no.
been to Hamburg twice. The airport's awesome place to hang out, and that's
How
all
is
I've ever been.
how is the airport? Like, is it like a small tiny
Wait, so
airport?
you've been to Hamburg and you've never
I-
been to the airport?
I never have had to go to the airport
I
in
know.
Hamburg. It's like
It's the one airport, or the biggest airport we can access with our semester ticket. So with our train ticket. You
but
can
is
go
it
up to-
really a big airport?
Yeah, it's an international airport.
Okay.
Most of my flights back to the U.S. end up just connecting to Amsterdam, so I go from Hamburg to Amsterdam to then home, or Hamburg.
How
to,
long is that flying to Amsterdam?
It's like an hour.
An hour. Okay, yeah, still better than 5 hours in the car, I guess.
Yeah, but that connection in Amsterdam, woofed. That's running through the airport.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just short term, so it works out. Yeah.
Cool.
And you're going today?
Yeah, I'm going today.
You know it. Yeah. It's a interesting week to start out with the podcast. Normally it's nice to finish up and recap, but today, what are we going into today?
Okay, relax. Today, I felt like, I don't know if you felt this way, but it's a Tuesday. We record on Fridays. We're
Yeah.
doing it on a Tuesday because Hamburg. I almost felt like, oh no, I could have had like extra 2-3 days of life to go through so I can like talk about things.
Yeah.
So you didn't
that
have
make
enough life between the two podcasts?
I feel like not enough.
From last Friday,
Uh-huh.
what was your Saturday, Sunday, Monday?
You know, just a lot of socializing. So,
Hitting the clubs?
Sounds like life.
I didn't hit the clubs. I did go to a bar. And I ordered like I know shit. You know that feeling? Like when
Yeah,
you go
definitely.
and you don't look at the
No.
menu. You just like glance at it.
I just
Because you've seen it so many times.
Mm-hmm.
And then you say the name of the drink,
Yeah.
but you say it with an accent. So they know, oh, he's classy.
Can you hit us with the...
Yeah.
Whatever. And then I say it.
What?
And then I do the like the hand pistol sign.
I think he
Like,
misheard us.
Yeah.
yeah.
What did you say? Can you give us an example?
I don't remember because I guess I drank too much. So,
Oh.
All right.
yes.
Nice.
It was all right.
But you just know you said, "Hey, can I get whatever?"
Yeah.
All right.
And
Yeah, I do know that feeling.
Yeah. And then she did a background profile on me and she's like, he's good to go. We can give him shit.
We can give him that.
Do you guys have to show ID when you order alcohol here?
No, I just have to say that I'm not fasting today because, you know, she might feel bad about that.
Right.
And then she gives me the drink and then another one. And then she's like, are you okay? And
I've never seen anyone be carded here in Germany because the drinking age is 18, right? Or
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, 18 or 16 maybe.
Isn't it 14?
16, I think.
Isn't it 14?
I can't remember.
Oh, 14 to, I think, to get inseminated. And 18 to drink. I think so.
No.
No?
No.
I
Which
thought-
site did you go on for that?
Something.
Quora.
Hub something?
Yahoo Answers. 16. Yo, we're okay.
No, I thought you can do it when you're 14 here and it's like legal. Isn't it?
Drinking? Yeah, I think it's different with your family rules, but I'm pretty sure bars it's 18.
According to German law, minors aged 14 years and older may drink undistilled alcoholic beverages such as wine and beer when accompanied by a custodial person.
Woo! So unaccompanied must be 18.
What if you're 14 but you look 38?
So if you're 16, you can drink your wine and beer without accompaniment.
16.
Yeah.
Yep.
So 14 if you have supervision.
Man,
So
I can't say I've ever seen a 16-year-old in the bar though. So
I guess it doesn't
sure
start that way. It's just
Yeah.
with friends, a party, someone's 16th birthday where they're like, hey, finally we can do this. And
it's definitely a different, you feel it culturally because Göttingen is such a university city.
yeah.
I don't actually see a bunch of kids
Yeah.
getting drunk outside the school.
I guess I remember in Holland, we, had birthday parties, 16-year-olds, and then they would have like suddenly lots of alcohol and their parents would buy it for them because their kid is allowed to drink it now without supervision. So they just leave like a full table of alcohol and their friends all excited. They're at the party. So it's a thing. That's what parents do apparently. Not all of them, I guess, but it's very normal. Because
Hey,
parents
baby,
parents
would you
make
like
it
to come to my party?
they make it a thing. Like the parents are like, okay, they turned 16. It's a big deal. Here
Yeah.
is your alcohol party.
Here's your alcohol party.
It's an alcohol party. I guess
Wow,
that's how it
that's
works.
something, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not commonplace in Bangladesh.
I mean, I guess if you're of a different religion, I think it's fine. But I think
Oh yeah, true.
if you're a Muslim, calling you brave wouldn't be the word. It could be like, he's gone to the other side.
He's screwed. Yeah. He's gone. We lost him.
Yeah, which is kind of weird. I mean, I think the thing, especially if you're Muslim, I mean, based on my limited experience, I feel like if you're all these like hedonistic shit,
All of it, yeah.
Yeah,
All the categories.
it's almost like you see it in this black and white way. So if you see someone drinking, they're the devil. If you're intoxicated, you're the devil. There is no like empathy in that. Oh, it's just like a chemical shit going on in the body. So let's empathize that way.
Yeah.
But there's this cold indifference. I feel like that can come with it. And also, then everyone's talking about you, and then you're just that one person.
So that happened
Never
like
gets
when you were
invited.
in school, like was it at 16 years old you started to see like people started to rumor, "Hey, did you know what's her name? What's his name? They've gone to the
Go
devil."
ahead, put some name in there. No, I mean, I think in school, I mean, the most scandalous thing would be, did you hear so-and-so was seen with a bottle? And that's like such a huge deal, but understandably so, because that is for you, the deal.
Yeah.
Wow,
You know?
yeah. No.
So I
I
think
guess.
there's this weird black and white way of seeing and demonizing. Is that a
Yeah.
word, demonizing?
Demonizing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
demonizing these things.
But I
Yeah.
guess that matters. Like it matters where you live. It's if the majority of the people around you live by a certain standard or a rule, then the one or many people who do something that's like drinking alcohol, for example, in a Muslim country, then it's really frowned upon because
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
yeah.
That's against the rules.
No, but you
guess.
can see that like in our country we don't have that many things to do, as you can tell from the way I talk.
Yeah, what'd you do Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
But you know, I mean,
Drink tea.
let's say like we have a spot where you can go and do bungee jumping, right?
Oh yeah.
And let's say your friend does that, but your friend also drank.
Mm-hmm.
You're more horrified by the fact that they drank. But
Ah,
I feel
yeah.
like, whoa, I mean, you went for a bungee jump, you could have died. Like for me, I feel like that's an extreme choice
Yes.
Yeah.
than to drink. But for us, no, bungee jumping, it's okay, God will save you. But the drinking, now you're screwed.
No one will save you.
You know, it's weird.
Mm.
It is.
it's-
I think I do like sometimes my friends do text me and they're like, it's almost like a hush hush. Let me see if anyone's looking. So Rafid, do you drink? Yeah, I'm like, what? Like, you don't have to like
What?
sensationalize everything.
Yeah, but I mean, just because the rules are so strict, that's a good outlet to go to your friends and be like, hey, do you do this? Oh, you do?
Yeah, it blows your mind.
Yeah.
It really blows your mind if you see someone drinking or someone offering something to you, and you even take a sip. You're a winner, and you're a secret winner because you can't tell anyone.
You know,
But that is the best thing that will happen to you on that year.
that gives me so much more appreciation for Rafid in the bar, honestly. 'Cause we've gone there before, and
I never know what I'm doing. I have to ask Brian.
Yeah, and you really do. You look at the menu, and you're taking your time. And I'm just like, I'll have a beer. What do you want, Rafid? And he's just like, in that moment, there's a lot going on for you.
Yeah, there is, and I like that. I like that I still carry the hesitation. I feel like then
Yeah.
I have that, and then if I do get a drink, I do embrace the history and the
Yeah.
paranoia, and then I can have the drink and own the paranoia,
Man.
and I can come out saying, I'm still walking. I'm not wobbling. I'm not tipsy. I'm still fine.
Yeah,
So that's all right. So I like that. I like that there was this fear built into me,
me too. Yeah.
and now I can like own it.
I had the fear built into me in my family. I have 3 younger siblings, so all 4 of us were kind of like instilled with, hey, it can be problematic. In comparison to the other kids in school who were like in high school. In the US, you can't drink till you're 21 or legally. So it was a big deal to see other kids like having the liquor parties, the alcohol parties, 16, 17, 18. And for their families, it probably wasn't a big deal. And it probably was safe. But for me, it was always like, that's dangerous. So when I got into college, I always had that fear base in the background. And then when I went on to drink, have a beer, then I was like, all right, gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess not many people have that kind of self-control or really think that consciously about it.
I never said I had self-control.
No, okay. I just mean you do know, like,
Yeah.
you realize what you're getting into. I don't think many people look at it that way.
True.
That's what I meant.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, and in
Yeah.
Germany it's so like special in that regard because maybe it's because people have been recreationally drinking for so long, but
Yeah, I
none
think-
of my friends, I don't see it. I hardly ever see someone drink in excess here.
I think that's true. It's because it's so normal. It's so out there. Everyone is doing it, and even at 14, that's really young. Think
But that's a
about
good thing. Like if you have this thing going on early on,
Yeah.
they do it the way we do diabetes. So it's like, hey, don't have too much sugar or sugary treats because you'll get
Yeah.
diabetes. So you normalize the terror.
No one ever told me.
You know?
How to hold
was
back.
walking with some of our friends
Yeah.
a few days back around the campus, and this huge lorry pulled up to the campus, and it's something Steen, name of the brand of the beer, and they were just stocking up, I think, for the cafeteria or something.
Sure.
And we were just walking, and I was just walking towards the lorry, walking around it.
Sorry,
and
were they promoting like their beer?
I think there was a
truck, or-
party in this weekend.
Oh,
so.
it was like a delivery truck.
No, but you see it when you go to the Mensa. You see that brand. Like it's just a regular
okay.
regular
So,
can.
Do we have alcohol in?
Yeah, you can buy alcohol in the
Oh.
Mensa.
Yeah.
No, I realized. Okay.
Yeah.
So they were just loading, unloading, and I was walking, and I was just telling my friend, they happen to be all Muslims, because that's how I choose my friends. I like to be better. No, and we were walking, and this is the first thought, and it's a very funny thought. It's that, would you look at that? Because we all went to university in our native countries. We all had our bachelors, and it's just a funny thing. You're walking, and someone calls you, hey, what are you up to? Oh, just walking around the truck. What truck? It's at my university. There are trucks at your university? Yeah, it's a truck filled with alcohol. For what? For the cafeteria.
Dun, dun, dun.
So the fact that it's such a normal thing to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense, but for me, that's like, wow, look at this site. Like this site alone.
Yeah.
And at a place where you go to school. Because, schools over there, highly, it's a very protected thing. No alcohol, obviously. Or anything. Even if you
No
like take your...
substances.
Yeah, I mean, no loud music or,
Yeah.
So
That is not.
it was... so for me to like walk around it, I was like...
felt a
yeah.
little.
But not that I like that there's beer. It's just that it's a cool change, and for me to also like take it in.
You were like, "Hey, I'll call you back. I gotta go be a badass somewhere else."
Yeah, this was like my stop to smell the roses kind of moment.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah, I have this thought. Like we all went to a few Christmas parties and summer parties, right, at the university.
Yeah.
The fact that going further back, when we had our orientation, it was in the university email. hey, for you guys to make friends, go to a bar, right? Basically, they sent us to a bar.
Yeah.
Oh
And-
yeah, they did.
And I mean, I guess like I also asked my other friends who left Bangladesh, and they're doing their masters in different places, and they have the same thing.
Yeah.
Like they're all sent to a bar or like a small convention hall or something, and they have all these things going on. Everyone's like making out, hooking up, making mistakes, just all these things that you don't do. And I'm like, wow.
Which you do, but you do hidden.
No, even hidden you don't do, because even to do it hidden, it's such a reach. You have to put so much effort into
But
it.
you mean like that part of university life is separate from the
There is
administrative?
no. I mean, our orientation is the day when you go, you stand in a line, you fill papers, you register as a student. After that, feel free to walk around in the campus, have something at the cafeteria or mensa.
Would you like a
See you
tea?
tomorrow in class. So
Yes.
that's orientation.
Got it.
But
Yeah.
here, orientation is.
O phase.
Yeah, I mean, I always thought like orientation is just like the day when you walk up to the lady with the clipboard
Nah.
and you sign your name, and that's it. But over here, it's a different thing.
I mean, it's very different for master students than it is for bachelor students. But here at Göttingen, it is a week
Yes.
called the O phase.
Yeah.
So it's a
And
party
there's
town.
yeah, you're right. There's just activities on top of activities going on campus. It's lively.
Yeah.
It's very lively. So for me to even go to like one of these things, like this last semester, the beginning of the winter semester, Brian and I, I think Bibi was also there. We were at the university campus atop some stairs.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And we were just sitting and just looking people. They were playing these beer games or something.
Playing
And Brian was
beer
explaining the rules to me. And I was like, fuck you to the people who say I don't socialize or I don't like take risks. Like me just being in an environment like this that I would never do back home.
yeah.
Even though I'm not doing much, I'm just sitting next to
You're
him, just
already-
shitting on people I'm seeing. That already is like, oh, I've strayed too far from the light. You know? So I do feel pretty cool inside for me.
Yeah. That's already a big step. For
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, I go to the airport, I'm a superstar. Just based on the things I've done here, It's not
I wish
much.
I had that kind of confidence.
It is not much.
Excuse me, Mr. Hawk, can I have your autograph, please?
Please.
I heard you sat on the stairs and watched the German drinking game.
So, I mean, it's all normal here, but for me, it is something.
Wow,
Yeah.
he gave me his autograph. No, you're totally right. That night, I'm pretty sure Rafid and I went out to get dinner.
Yeah.
That was our orientation week.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
We should do that next semester and just take out new master students, walk them around
And
campus.
show them donor.
Yeah, forget
We
about
should
don't
make
drinking.
spend
that
your
a
money on
thing.
expensive
Yeah,
places.
what are you doing drinking games and wasting
Wait,
your time?
how do they call that? Like a pub crawl? You do a donut crawl.
Yeah, yeah, doing a crawl.
Oh.
Donor crawl.
You will be crawling.
Crawling out, like on your tummy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hummus.
And like farting out of the way.
I mean, we can get into detail for sure. Schaff or no schaff.
Yeah.
We'll get into detail. But no, we went out for donor
Yeah.
at Pinocchio. One of Rafid's acquaintance that you had introduced to me, he was leading a group of new freshmen.
Whom we saw earlier in the day.
Yeah, we saw him earlier.
So he was the Pied Piper for the new
yeah, that's
orientation kids.
Okay.
I think they give you these jobs like, here you go, you're in charge of a pack. Show them a good time.
he's got a cautionary yellow or
No, it
orange
was a
vest.
red jacket.
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
was a
really?
red
They
jacket.
do the whole. I missed all of
He-
them.
he looks like
I
he
didn't
could
do
be,
O phase.
No, you didn't.
No, you missed it. He looks like he could be Thor's stuntman.
He does. The guy
We
Really?
can't name him
Oh.
on the podcast, but he was a cool guy. And so finally, at the end of the day, we see that he's still,
He looks
walking
so-
with these students.
He wasn't drinking. He was just
In control.
exhaustedly
He was in control.
leading this group of drunk freshmen into the Pinocchio to like feed them,
Yeah.
which he was apparently preparing them for the next stop on
Yeah.
the parade. And
Yeah, but just imagine if he got hammered, then.
yeah, exactly. But no, we weren't coming. It was just
Yeah.
cool to see like
He was
and at the
taking his
same
role
time,
very serious.
He
you
sat
know?
down with us,
Yeah.
and he's just like he let the kids wander off.
Which is a cool thing. Like, oh, look, the
Mama
captain
bird.
of the groupies is with us.
And the captain's like, yeah, I'm so tired. Like, I gotta keep these guys going and drinking. And for him, you could tell it was orientation. Like,
Yeah.
You do represent the university.
yeah, like
In a
he
way.
he realized, just like a Bangladeshi orientation,
Yeah.
there was things not at risk, but like he
Yeah.
was responsible for these freshmen.
What? You're outside eating food?
Yeah.
1 a.m. at night? You're not sleeping? What?
Yeah.
So that's a big deal.
If you left at midnight, people would be like, "Wow, well, you missed part of orientation."
Shit, man.
You want me to send you the PowerPoint or?
Oh man. See,
Yeah.
I didn't miss anything, I guess.
I mean, it's different for master students and our department.
Yeah, I guess that's the thing.
We keep it a little low key, I guess. We only go to
We are
one
the
bar.
French department.
But do
at
you
the
do you really
Yeah.
make friends in your O phase?
Yeah, I mean, I met Rafid technically during our orientation at lunch.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
No, because we were walking around. We had this international student assistant
Yes.
whose name is Oscar, who looks like Harry Potter. I keep saying that. And he was
you
showing
know
us
he
around.
listens to this podcast, right?
He has
Oscar,
his own.
we miss you.
He has his own podcast.
No,
No.
no, he listens.
listens.
So I guess I get to say what I get to say. Listen, he. I like the guy.
Move on.
And as he was walking us around, showing us different buildings, I saw Brian because I had to see him. The guy was talking so much, and so
That's how you you do
That's what I
you,
did.
you
and
don't
then
see Brian first. You hear him first.
you hear him, yeah, and then you look for that tall palm tree, and then you see him.
Kind of see how that works.
Hey,
And
you want
I-
a coconut?
And I think just talking like for a few minutes, we kind of understood that he gets it.
Yeah, very similar to the way BB and I first.
Yeah,
Like you got the look. And actually, if I'm talking a whole lot,
Yeah.
Rafid was the guy who was shooting arrow statements off into blindfolded, and shooting like statements. Just well, that's what you think. Like, oh really?
immediate asshole.
Oh,
Instantly.
that took you 4 years to figure out. And only like very few people were hearing it, and only me and like one other person were laughing. So that's when I was like, okay, yes.
So then we met up at later. I think the same night. It was the orientation. It was at a bar. Called, I
Well,
think
you're skipping lunch
Okay, go ahead.
because we had lunch and we talked movies. I think.
Oh
right
yeah,
away.
he's right.
Oh,
we met
perfect,
for
yeah.
lunch, and interestingly, no one was around us that time.
Yep, no one wanted.
I think it was a late
It's
lunch
like a
or
movie script.
Yeah, it
and we
really was.
sat
Two lead
down for
characters sit
lunch.
together
and
at
I think it
lunch.
was like, oh, I have to go do this thing afterwards or something. But we actually just like sat for more than 2 hours. I
Yeah.
remember.
It was.
And I was having my pommes, and I don't know what
He
he was.
hated his
Pommes,
food. He
of
was looking
course.
at his food like, this is where I left my home country.
Exactly for this shit food. Back when I didn't have a
That
job.
is literally every brown
This
person
was
ever in
pre-donor.
Göttingen.
That was pre-donor.
This was pre-donor.
that was
Rafi.
pre-donor, pre-job.
Life
Dinner
is
had it
bleak.
entered
Yeah.
his life.
So you really do count your cents over here.
Yeah.
So I was like having my sad pommes, and I was sitting across
Sad
from him.
pommes. I like.
That's a
And-
meme right there.
Yeah.
And then we just talked about movies and like storytelling and
Oh,
whatnot
yeah.
for like hours.
I threw my whole Revenant
Yeah.
speech at him.
Oh,
But yeah.
that's intense.
And
That's its own podcast.
then we met up at Monster
Yeah.
Bar or
Monster
something.
Cafe.
Monster Cafe. And then I left that night, and we walked one of our other friends
Yeah.
to the nearest bus stop or
Yeah,
something.
I left early. I left like
And then afterwards, when it was really time, like I was primed to be friends with Brian.
Trying.
After
this, that night.
Yeah, it was that night. What happened was like my friend, she left, and it was like around 11.
Fanciful music stops playing.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, I'll just get on the bus, go to the forest where I live, because back then I was living in the woods pretty much. And the bus
At an
decided to
apartment.
drop me off in the middle of nowhere. It was pitch black, no street light. Even the cars are like, we avoid this road. And it was so dark, and I took my phone out, and I think I sent a message to my friends back home. I used to do this all the time. Like, by the way, super casual, I just drop it in. So tomorrow, I have plans. I'm going this place at this hour. Here's the location. And my friends were like, okay, but why are you telling me? And I always do this in case I'm ever captured.
Who would want to capture a Bengali
Baby, you don't know
dude?
enough about me. That's why.
So you send the message
Yeah,
out.
it's like, I don't know. I do this, and I would...
it's an SOS.
It is an SOS, but it's also like, as long as it's on the archives, they can
Okay.
always like find out like a last location of Bruce Wayne,
Right.
and then they'll find me.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do that because when police starts to look for you, they'll just look at the signal of your phone so they can see where you were last
No,
located.
but my Bangladeshi DNA will always be in me, like that distrust for everything.
He's got some stories.
And I know it's unfair that I still see this place that way, but it's just something that I can't shake off because that's like my whole life so far. So I'll always be careful of where I'm going. Like wherever, like if I'm going with Brian, always ask like, where
Yeah.
are we going? Are we seeing people? Like, where is it? Like, what time are we going? Are we carrying anything? So just stuff like that. So that day I got lost, and a taxi picked me up, and I think I spent like 12
Like,
euros or something.
The
I mean,
bus dropped him off in the middle of nowhere.
Nowhere.
Like the bus said, "We're done."
and this was also a time when I'm really starting to look at Google Maps and understanding Google Maps, because back home, like, you know, you'll have a car or something.
Everyone knows.
You know where you're going.
Yeah.
And no one leaves the house at night, so you can still see where you're going. At night, I don't see shit, and I get off, and like I'm on my phone. I'm like, okay, this is how I die. So I sent a message to a few friends, and then just copy pasted the same message. And then a taxi was just waving at the stoplight, I think a kilometer from there, because I had to walk. And I couldn't even take my phone out and walk, because I thought like, well, if I take my phone out and they can see the light, then they'll capture me. And I just feel like saying
Who
capture.
is they? Like,
I know, but saying they will capture me it has an effect, I feel. And then
I mean, on the one hand, it's
who is trying to capture Rafid?
on the
I
one
don't
hand-
know.
On the one hand, I actually saw an article recently where it said there's a big problem in Bangladesh with people being kidnapped, either because of their political affiliations or just being kidnapped.
yeah, for ransom, like it's easy
Seriously.
money.
Like there's an
I'm
actual
pretty sure
problem.
that's a thing, but
Yeah, no, it is.
No, it's a cool hobby to have.
But
you
at
know,
the
back
same
home.
time, you're right. There's something with Rafid himself in his situation where this is nothing to
Right.
do with Bangladesh. This is all Rafid. I need to send these messages
But
out.
all Rafid also comes from Bangladesh.
But it's also like your movie director and you like, what will they have to write about me?
they
I gotta
need.
give him
I want
as-
them to write that I sent those messages.
If there is no message, then it's a plot
I
hole.
wasn't
Yeah,
dumb.
it's a huge plot hole.
So yeah, I get on a taxi.
He's literally thinking of the plot holes in his own story and
In
just
the-
filling them up
Get on
with
the
more
taxi.
sand.
No, you can also see that like when I text you guys.
Yeah.
There's a story, beginning, middle, and
Yes,
end.
there was. Oh,
So on the way here, that's why you texted us, hey guys, if I don't make it down the street,
Yeah,
the donor was amazing.
I was captured.
All right.
So then I got on the taxi and the guy looked at me. He's like, and he spoke English. He's like, "What are you doing here?" Because no one like this is so late at night and you're here of all places. Nobody lives here. Yeah, I know. Clearly, no one lives here. So the guy drops me off, and I do the two-handed handshake. He has like one hand, and I go with both my hands, and I bow. I was so thankful when he like dropped me off, and I went back to the student hostel I was at. And the next day, I was looking at my new apartment where I now live, and just like looking at the place, meeting my roommate, and I was leaving it early in the day because I have to go home. So like now I'm waiting at the bus stop to go back to my hostel, and Brian texts me that he wanted to hang out.
I was like, wow, hey man, it's great to meet you yesterday.
You know, like, I thought like we had a connection.
Let's get it
so
done,
Can I
bro.
see you again?
Except-
And
Hey, bro. Want to get dinner?
and I just said,
That's how I think.
that's
you
how
guys-
friendship blossoms.
Yes.
and
But
I
it
said,
didn't.
no, it didn't. I said no. I think
That's true.
I don't think I explained in
You
the
didn't.
moment.
You texted me and you said I had something happen last night. I'm not going
Again,
out."
see something happened. That quote you can use that for the trailer or the teaser trailer, right? It helps.
He literally texted me a trailer. Like there was no way I wasn't going to see him the next time and ask. So yo,
This summer,
what happened?
get
that-
lost in Göttingen.
Rafid's O phase.
And yes, so
Will he make it?
that was my orientation.
Yeah.
And I think for several months after, even now, like Brian
Yo,
still
bro,
references.
can you imagine your movie being dubbed in German? Oh, that would be so shitty.
I would ask that they do it with an accent.
I can see it being okay.
Nah.
It'll make it to Cannes.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, you weren't here for that. You were in Portugal.
I was
Loser.
on my yacht in Portugal.
Oh,
Yeah, let's move on to something more interesting. So.
So I have some yacht stories.
what is a yacht?
Just-
Never seen it.
Sipping.
Sipping on
Okay,
some.
yeah. Sipping soda off of the Porto coast.
Of course.
Yeah, what was your orientation like? Let's hear that.
Yo, my orientation was literally I was on a yacht in Portugal. I'm just gonna stick with that.
Oh my god. Are you picturing like sunglasses?
Sunglasses, those flowy robes,
Like,
you know.
yes, flowy robe.
All,
And
all
instead of-
silky. There's a
in
tiger
that-
next to
instead
you.
of- Instead of my hijab, I have like a head wrap, you know, with
Bingo.
a bow, my
Yep.
you know,
because that's an
sunglasses.
upgrade.
Swimsuit.
Oh, those small like black ones, those weird ones, the Matrix.
What do you
style.
mean small black ones?
And then I'm just chilling with my friend.
Chilling. Can you get my phone?
Yeah, can you give me a phone? And then what I see there, I see an email of our student counselor.
And you threw the phone into the ocean.
That no, it just said you've got admission to the masters. It's starting in 4 days.
Right? Oh wow.
So I have 4 days to show up for my first class.
Somebody
face.
turn the boat around.
Captain!
She did the clap.
Capitan! He's not listening to me. Capitan! We gotta go back!
He's just listening to a new Billie Eilish song.
Billie
Bro,
Idol
I
in
know.
the background. Nice.
So
So you head back to shore. You pay him your
no,
10
first,
grand.
First
and-
I went for a swim, and then
Of course,
Wow,
of
yeah.
course. Did you swim with the dolphins?
like I don't know if I'm gonna start my masters. I don't know if I'm ever gonna come back and I survive that shit in Göttingen.
Right.
So it's just so random because I got an admission, but I just have 4 days to like show up for my first class.
Did you like look over at your... Because you were there with a friend.
I was there with a
And
friend.
so you leaned over and were like, hey, I just got into...
Yeah, so I was just like, hey, I got news.
She's like, wow, that's so great.
By the way, like
Can I take a picture of me now?
Did you make those reservations tonight? At the...
no, so I had okay, so maybe it was like a week. No, it was 4 days,
So this
literally.
was December.
No,
Or
this is April.
Oh, 1 year ago.
Yes.
Or
Almost,
just over a
yeah.
year ago.
Yes, and so like with less than a week I have to show up in Göttingen. I'm on a yacht in Portugal.
Okay, you're
and
saying
then
that too many times. Now I'm starting
Yes.
to feel bad.
You know you would say yacht.
you know you
So
would
many
say if
times.
you had like a scene where you could
Yeah, yeah,
make
yeah,
people
yeah,
imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, all I can say is
Yeah.
probably like fishing boat where I'm from. But okay.
Hey, that works. It has its charms. Okay. But
Sorry, I just thought.
why?
So I'm on my fishing boat, and
And it's smelly.
and so I rode
Then
it
I get
near.
captured by
No.
some pirates.
I
So
wrote it in-
I had like a blow up
This is my fishing boat
flamingo,
now.
blow up flamingo sea, like what do you
You're right. That's more realistic. Your tube, inflatable tube, flamingo,
Inflammation flamingo, yes.
little drink umbrella.
Okay, yes. And so the question was, do I literally turn around and go to the airport now?
Yeah.
What a
Or do
ballsy
I
move.
finish my holiday and then show up a week later? So I went for the week later, of
Of course you
course.
did.
So I finished, like I continued my holiday.
Where was it in Portugal?
So first went to Porto.
Nice.
And then from there, we went to the north. It's like a mountainous area. I forgot the name. Then we came back to Porto and went to Lisbon. And Lisboa. And then back to Porto and flew back. So yeah, kind of saw random parts
That's
of
such a great. I've been to Porto
Yeah.
as well. Porto's amazing. And,
Porto's super nice.
yeah, we went out. We drove out to the ocean.
Yeah.
So that was no Long Beach area, but yeah, Portugal's got some stuff.
Yeah, it's really nice. Like, so a friend of mine went like last month, and she found it really boring. She was in Lisbon, and she's like, "Bibi, there's nothing to do here." She was really bored. I was like, "I don't know what you're doing, but
Yeah.
Oh,
just
she went around the same time you went, right?
yeah."
So this is like
This is
peak
amazing. So you
tourist
have amazing
time?
weather. It's a touristy city, so yes, you're gonna have some tourists, but there's enough places to see. But you just have to like, I don't know, you have to make something of it. I mean, it's not really like throwing stuff at you like Paris or Amsterdam, but I enjoyed it.
In your
So
eyes.
yeah, so I missed O-Phase basically. That's what we were talking about. So I came back to Göttingen, but by the time I came here, I had missed O-Phase. I had missed first week of lectures. The
Basically,
second
you missed nothing.
Yes, second week of lecture, I was just struggling to figure. That's when I was here. I was struggling to figure out how does this system work,
She
like
missed,
the
yeah, all the
modules and
yes.
how do you select that stuff.
And that's when you recruited us, right?
No, I
after
didn't.
that?
No,
Oh, okay.
I figured it out on my own. So don't worry.
But she did it differently.
Yeah.
Because Rafid and I both got the orientation.
Yeah.
Different
and-
experiences.
Yeah, different experiences, but we still had some bearings, whereas you came in
Yeah.
and missed that orientation, which
Yeah.
helped in some way.
I don't know. I guess I just skipped to but it was difficult because I didn't know anyone. I didn't know who's the first year,
Yeah.
who's like what. So I just had to struggle to get through that. But before making friends, I just had to struggle to make a schedule.
Yeah.
So by the time I have my schedule in that second week, which I'm meeting like counselor 5 times that week to
Yeah.
just figure out how does this work, and how does eCampus work and sign-ups.
Oh,
and
that's a nightmare.
you know,
Yeah.
by the time I figured it out, second week was over, and then the third week I could show up for the classes I wanted to,
Yeah.
attend. So by then, everyone is just like doing their own thing and rushing off to the next class. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like,
Not only do you need an orientation for
yes,
life in the analog, you need some orientation to get the eCampus. eCampus being
yes,
the nonstop.
But for the
one
listeners,
shot-
Brian, why don't you introduce eCampus? What is eCampus?
Hey man, I was just about to.
Go ahead.
Go on.
The one-stop hub for all that digital content in the University of Göttingen, available online at eCampus. Blah 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 blah.
And you can sell
It's,
furniture there if you want.
It's your sign-ups, it's all your documents,
Mm-hmm.
it's all
Classes.
all your courses, all your instructors, all the departments. And it can be super helpful, but if you don't get, I mean, I got the orientation and it still took me another 4 or 5 months before I was like,
Yeah.
did you guys know you can check the Mensa schedule?
Yeah, the Mensa
You can-
schedule,
Oh, that's the hard stuff.
your
I just
printer,
downloaded the app.
Did
your printing money, or
I know
the
people
money
who've
on
been
your
here a year
card.
and haven't checked the book out of the library. You know,
Yeah.
they
Like, oh my god.
they
I don't even know how the Mensa works in the eCampus. Like, where do you go? You just
Rafi,
scroll.
For 2 months you asked me, can you print something for me?
No, I will still
I'll-
do that. If I need to put money on my student card because I want to use the card for
Yeah.
some shitty Mensa food, I don't trust the machine. It's gonna like take my money, all my card.
No,
Even
it's
th-
not
I know,
Rafid. You
I
can
know
just...
it won't.
But still, you're just gonna be a sissy about it and not put
But
money
I
on it.
feel like the system's gonna
No, the
fuck me in
system-
the ass. So
Wow,
I
there's
need,
this whole plot against Rafid,
I
right?
need Brian to like be there.
That's one of their tactics to kidnap you. They first like deplete you of your money
Yeah,
and then take out all the sources you can get food by, and then
I think that's also one of the reasons I do avoid Mensa a lot of the times. I mean, even though I can stand in the queue where you pay with cash.
I just avoid it because it looks like shitty food.
Yeah, but if you just, it does look like shitty food. It
But
looks
you're
like,
both wrong. It's pretty good. So
I mean, you do. I mean, you.
That
what do
says
you, what do
something
you
about
eat?
your taste. Like, okay.
I'm from we had the cafeteria life back home. So do you guys, but
Yeah.
maybe that's how bad mine was back home. So
Yeah, exactly.
Mine was amazing. Mine was like having all the donor shops and all the bakeries in one Mensa.
Ooh.
It was excellent food.
holy cow.
Yeah.
We used to have like stalls in the Mensa.
Yes. Yeah.
So there's a dinner stall
Yeah.
with halal food, and there's a kosher food like stuff as well, and there's a guy who's making fresh pizzas
What was the
per
university called?
order.
Nice.
This was at your university,
Yeah.
Mensa. Got
Yeah, and then we had a stall for fresh smoothies and shakes
Oh wow.
and fruits, so you can make your yogurt and
is
your
the
fruit
life.
like and ice
Jeez.
cream. Like you could just like it's frozen yogurt stuff, and then we had a stall for Indian food. So they had curries and naan and everything and samosas. And they had a stall with just sandwiches, like just tuna sandwich or everything.
Yeah.
And just a different salad bar. And they also had like you know how they do the warm food, like on plates and everything to ready to go. They had that, but you had to
yeah.
make your own plate, but
Okay.
with warm food like potatoes, hummus, or
Oh,
pastas
you
and
could do
everything.
your own plate.
Yes, and I don't know. They
They
apparently
outsourced all the lunch.
yeah. Well,
lady-
they had
lunch people.
there were so many people just like restocking everything because it keeps going, but it's all quite fresh.
Yeah.
So we had all these different things. So you come in and there's just these different islands. So you have like, okay, which one do I go to today?
Yeah. The
Wow.
Mensa here, it's a step down for
But
us.
I have to say it was very expensive. So you easily
Okay.
easily spend around 10 euros if you go for a good meal,
Okay.
like 8 to 10 euros. And we didn't have the student discount thing. So if you're an outsider, you're paying as much as someone who's a student at that university. So we didn't have that kind of discounts. So I guess that's a thing. Because they outsourced it to a different company. I don't know if this...
Ah, okay.
Yeah, for us, it's just outside catering all the time.
Wow.
Yeah, but
university.
it was
They don't
good
want to like
food.
take responsibility of you landing up in the hospital. And yeah,
Its own
it
kind
was
of
for us
motivation.
also. It wasn't that not that cheap, but I guess if you go to a university and it's a private university, you kind of understand that students can afford that much. But yeah, it does bother you a little bit.
Between 6 to 10 euros is like easily if you get like a good filling meal
Yeah, for us
with
it would be
smoothie
like
and
€3
something to eat,
on fair
sandwich, and
currency
snacks.
exchange. Yeah.
Jeez, that's really nice.
Yeah, the food was nice. So you pay for it, but you're like, okay, it's gonna be nice anyway.
True.
So
Yours is affordable?
I mean, I think if you go home, like to my place, and you go to the Mensa, you'd probably spend like €3, and it's filling.
Okay.
But €3 is all the money in the world in Bangladeshi currency, right? Yeah,
Okay.
that's where
So
it
back
helps.
home expensive compared
Back
to here.
home, it could, yeah, it is
Expensive,
a little, but back
yeah.
home, it's a day's, I guess, gas for the car.
Ah, okay. Wow.
damn, that's a lot.
Yeah, but we also travel a lot.
True.
Yeah,
Fair enough. I
guess
mean,
that's a different.
they have a lot of places here on campus, and a meal is relatively cheap in the Mensa here.
Yes,
Like
it is
$2.60
between
for
€2 and €3. You
You're
usually
good,
have
yeah.
it.
a meat, a potato, and a vegetable. And then the moment you start to get like anything bottled or
Yeah.
Yeah, then you're just fancy.
€500.
yeah, exactly. Then it's like, wait, you're telling me this is €5? Yeah, you put the bread on there, bud.
Yeah.
In the lunch, those lunch
Those
ladies,
croutons
they-
over there. Yeah.
I mean,
Those gotcha.
those lunch ladies, they don't take shit. They
Dude,
look.
Oh,
their
they
faces-
are so like
They're so professional. I mean,
gosh.
they are all extras in the John Wick movies, right? But retired. I mean,
Yes, yeah, definitely.
they're killers.
They're in the
yes.
Assassin Hotel.
Yeah.
Like, just,
I've heard too many stories of people just like looking like holding like okay said this is the pommes, so they hold the pommes and they're like no I don't want them, and then this lady just rushes to you have to buy them now. You're like because
Yeah.
Thomas!
And-
I can't even.
I mean,
make
they're
it.
all the.
Pommes.
I mean, they are
Du
all the
musst das
characters.
kaufen.
Dein Pommes!
Yeah, some Grimm's Brothers characters over there.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we love them in case they're listening on their little radio.
Oh yeah, right. That's
retirement
definitely
home?
the
Yeah.
We don't ex-
demographic we're going for.
We don't accept your card around here. What? The caramels banned from Mensa.
Yeah, they do this thing like they.
Zero
Let's say
consequences
you
for
go
me.
there all the time, so they know your face. But someday they just
No,
decide
they
to be-
don't.
Someday they're like, show me your card, and you have to like take your student card, and you have to like sometimes give your matriculation number or something.
Yeah, it's
This
very
is- this is
bureaucratic.
if-
like,
This is if you are paying cash.
I always
And-
pay
you have
cash,
to prove.
So
it.
I've never paid cash like in there, but because you can put your money on your card.
which is a problem for me.
Yeah. So
And we
You're
went full
already on the
circle. We went full circle.
First 3 months, or I think 4 months,
Yeah, true.
I would actually print shit outside the university, even though it was expensive. But just like going to the library, standing in line,
Dude.
hoping that the printer would recognize me. I don't know, like it really tickles my
I could have
insecurity.
used some of that experience. In it. There's been a few times, like 2 or 3 times, all the university printers
Oh yeah.
have been down, and I was shit out of luck.
I have a tiny printer at home just for the one single things I just have to print. You know, sometimes you need like a
Ding
copy
dong.
of your.
Yeah, what are you doing here?
You never
Hey,
just show.
baby.
Where's the printer?
Just it saved me a few times, like bank holidays when the library is closed and I really,
Yeah.
really need to print that article or just like a copy of my, passport or something for some other stuff.
Totally.
It's just so it works if you have like one at
Printers are
home.
the silent heroes.
But
of
they're
the-
not that expensive. I mean, you can get pretty cheap ones.
Yeah, you can get one like a
It's a good investment. That's what
It
I
is,
would
yeah,
say.
it'll
like,
last a
to
while.
have one at
Fair
home.
enough.
Yeah, especially if you're living together with people. Just having, a
Like a shared
communal
one?
print. Yeah, a communal
okay.
printer. It's like really, it works out kind of.
I've outsourced that to the university.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's perfect. Obviously, if I have like large articles, like so many pages, I want them double-sided, and that's what my printer doesn't do. So I have to like technically, you can do double-sided, but then it all prints one side, skips pages, and then you have to put it in again, and then it prints again on the other side. But like, oh man, if you put it in the wrong side, they all have them on the same side. Like,
Yep.
that
you
happened.
just wasted a,
Yep.
a fat print there.
Yes. Can't use those again.
Yeah, that's like manual printing.
Yeah,
It
manual-
feels
yeah.
Like, what do I gotta do? I gotta put these pages back in,
Yeah.
and on the right side.
And you're just like, wait, just go this way.
So you're
no.
printing the way they invented printing
Yes.
Pretty much.
in the early days.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's all part of the orientation.
I think it's a good thing
Introduction.
because we never talked about this. Like I think together at least, like coming to the university, how it was being received at the university, and all these things.
Yeah.
I feel like we needed to get this out.
On top of that, we all started second semester. So we all started the summer semester, technically.
Yeah.
So the majority of students come to Göttingen in the fall or
Yeah,
the winter
true,
semester.
True.
Yeah, we were the sneaky batch. Like no one was there.
Yeah.
They just let
Well,
us in.
this time is even smaller, I heard.
Yeah, actually, our batch was the most. Since our group of master students in our department came,
Yeah, then they learned the lesson.
they've let fewer and fewer. We'll
Yeah.
just yeah,
They let in fewer, or
yeah,
they
fewer, or whether they've had fewer
less
applicants.
applications. Yeah, that's what
Maybe it's a combination of both.
I mean, I'm always advertising this place to my friends, like if they want to go somewhere.
It's
Also
a
because
good
I'm lonely
student. Like
But I feel like, yeah, this is a good place to come.
That's the ultimate Rafid advertisement.
so effective.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Hold me.
It's cool though. I like starting in spring.
Yeah, I think it's pleasant. You get to see the city brighter, like in a brighter and
Yeah.
happier sphere. And then
Definitely.
the winters become more bearable because you know spring is around and then it's all gonna be nice again.
so
I never
true.
got that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I love.
No,
like,
no. I mean, like what you're saying is so cool. Like
Yeah.
the difference between the spring and fall.
Yeah.
Because for us, it's like blinding heat and light from the sky.
So true.
All through the years. So when we do have like a spring festival, or it's spring now, it's summer because the calendar says so.
Yeah.
Then you do like dress differently and you have some parties, but it feels the same. So for me, I never really got to like when people say you should get out more, like it's the sun's out, get
Yeah.
some tan or some bullshit. I don't know. I mean for me, it's like you're getting tan the whole year. So the fact that you can appreciate seasons,
So true. So true.
I've
yeah.
never really felt nature as much.
And it really melds with the
After I came
courses and the
Yeah,
freshness of meeting people even.
I think it matters. Like it's different meeting people in springtime than winter. I don't know.
I mean,
It's like a painting here.
just
That's
going to
nice.
work, like
feel
and
it.
for you, like you have a long bike ride to work
Oh yeah,
in the winter.
these thighs, like strong as granite right now.
Yes.
Yeah, we're actually we don't need any granite right now.
No.
We're looking for
I'm gonna
marble.
put my granite away.
No, it's definitely I'm really happy to be here in the spring. In summer, like in the US, it's so different because we have a 3-month summer vacation.
Wow.
Yeah, so you get January off typically, and then a bit of December, and then 3 months for June, July, and August. No classes,
Wow.
or you can have summer classes specifically for
June,
just
July,
the summer.
August. Yeah.
But that's outside of the 2-semester system. So and you start the fall semester in September, so you get like a taste of the fall.
No, I think it's
Starting to winter.
mid-October.
Yeah, I'm talking about back in the US.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You're right. Here though, it's mid-October. So
In Holland, they do September as well.
Oh, they
that's
do,
when
okay.
classes start. Yeah, first week of September. And summer, I guess you have two months of holidays, but that's 2 or maybe even 3. That depends on whether you have any resits or papers to write.
true.
So if you finished everything early, you really have like 2-3 months of holidays. But most often, students just like leave stuff for the summer to finish the term papers and other kind of stuff, or have a resit, an exam they didn't pass.
Yeah,
like,
exam system.
that's all like end of
Old.
August.
Is
somewhere.
that for both you guys? Like you carry your papers into the summer breaks?
You can, yeah. I carried my first semester here. I took 2 into the.
No, I mean like back home.
Oh no.
I mean when the semester ends,
Exactly.
right?
That's what.
Yeah,
what it is
so
for
like
me.
if you had like back home, if you had
So
summer
this is for you
semester.
in Holland.
Yeah, if you had summer semester, June, July, August type, like it's less classes, no classes.
Oh, wow.
But then September new semester starts, but then in August you have the resit paper. So if you have in the last week of August, if you have a resit or 2 or 3, then you're not gonna be celebrating like summer because
Okay.
you know you have your resits coming end of August. So you're gonna be like busting your ass just like studying all summer because you know you have those resits, which is very common among students because you have your student job, you have your own life, you have a social life. So you like for those exams, people like to just move them, or
Yeah.
sometimes you fail them. It doesn't matter. I had big issues with anxiety, like exam stuff. What do they call it? Like a fear of it's
Examinations,
tests.
Tests?
Tests and stuff and.
finals.
Yeah, I really got really anxious always. So like I always failed them the first time. So I always like my whole bachelor's I did thanks to resits. Like I always did the resits. Sometimes I just skipped the first one even. I just
Yeah.
went straight resit because I knew I was gonna fail anyway. So
So that's been an easy transition into German system because that's fairly similar.
Yeah.
Maybe less focus on resits, but
Yeah.
more on you can take the examination at
Later, yeah.
different periods. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one like that right now. You can take the exam in July, or you can take it on the 4th of September.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, all right, well,
Which is
yeah,
good,
I'll just
yeah.
push that off.
Yeah, exactly, because you have like a lot
The
of
closest
stuff
thing
to
in the
do.
U.S. to a resit, you can just resit yourself out of university.
This has
Okay.
been Wordplay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
bye.
you drop the course.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Oh, that's
we have
tough.
finals week, and
And if you fail, what do you do then? Like
can-
literally, you're just like done.
no, you can retake the course.
Okay.
But
Retake the whole course,
yes,
so there's no resit.
there's no resits.
Oh shit, that's hard.
Yeah.
Oh
And that-
boy, I
that's
would
why
have never finished university. in
Finals
that
week
case.
is such a big deal. Like you study the whole 2 weeks before, and then you just take notes. The whole campus is different.
Damn.
And the libraries are full. Everything's
Yeah, well, if
quiet.
the stakes are high, then yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and
people
then
are gonna-
slowly every day, like some people will just have Monday, Tuesday finals. The semester's over, and some people have them on Friday. So like slowly the campus turns into like parties and celebrations that the semester's over.
Yeah.
But there's always someone who's, "Hi, guys, I have to study.
Oh
I
man.
got an exam on Thursday, or my paper's due Friday."
Yeah.
The extensions are like there's an actual date where the university professors have to stop working. So maybe it's not the last day of exams, but it'll be like only 1 or 2 days after. So I think for my last semester, I got an extension 2 days,
Damn.
which here extensions whole different ballgame.
Yep.
Yeah, it's finals week's weird. I don't know, but it's also like that much more exciting to finish than.
I guess you just get done with it. I guess
That's not how people learn though.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're right.
Like, am I gonna get tested on everything at the same time?
Yeah.
I like it here. Like you really do work towards the test. Or I guess for our masters we have fewer tests and more
Yeah.
papers, but you really focus on one paper, like a research project, finish
Mm-hmm.
it. I enjoy it.
Cool.
Well, I'm looking forward to next week.
Yeah.
Come back with some stories from Hamburg.
Yep.
I mean, it's just a day trip, but let's see how it goes.
Yeah, it's gonna
So
be
what time are you guys leaving? Like really early? Because it's quite a
Yeah,
ride.
I asked Brian, and he said like I think he told me like if you go early.
there's a
you
train
leave
at
early.
6 a.m.
Yeah.
You should take the train
I
at 6
know.
a.m.
The 6 train. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
really.
Rafid texted the group. He said 7 or 8.
No.
He
Take the
left-
6
He
one.
left out the
6 part?
the 6 a.m. Maybe on purpose, maybe not. Maybe it just slipped his
I
mind.
mean, it's dark out there when it's 6, Brian. Come
Yeah,
on.
it's
No,
beautiful
no,
out when
it's
you're
not.
6.
It's
No?
not.
Okay.
I always like pretending and saying, "Yeah, we'll sleep on the train." You never sleep on the train.
Take the 6 one,
You
man.
sit quietly among friends. That's what you do. You don't really sleep.
Exactly. But we're gonna
Good.
get a taste of Hamburg officially.
Yes.
And you've been there so frequently. We're gonna
Yeah.
hit you with have another Amsterdam 2.0.
Yes.
Slash Hamburg.
Hamburg version.
Another
version.
tell
We
BB,
should.
tell BB about your trip and let her tell you if it was good or not.
Cool. Maybe I'll join you guys. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe we'll see you. Like, for me, this is
There
like
you
I'm
go.
going to a different country now next
Yeah.
this Friday. Yeah, really.
Kind of is. It's,
I'm really looking
He goes abroad again.
Again, what will happen?
Tune down next time to find out if he. Oh no, he is dead.
He is that.
he actually got kidnapped.
I like that you guys can do 1940s voices.
I always say it's the
Who
20s,
knew
but
he was right all the time? Like,
we'll bring back our Dutch 1920s voice next time.
I should have believed him.
Thanks for listening.
And maybe we'll be back with Rafid again. Like,
Maybe. Who knows?
who knows?
But if we will definitely provide you with Rafid's text.
yes.
If he
We'll
doesn't
have-
There will
show
be a
up.
text and a new Rafid replacement. Very easy to find.
Yes.
Just go to the city center.
Thanks for tuning in.
Okay then.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Und das
So,
war
you
die
text it.
akte Folge von den Caramels. Über ihre eigenen universitären Geschichten ausgetauscht. Das wirft die Frage auf. Was passiert als nächstes mit den Drehen am Campus? Finde es der nächsten Folge heraus. Eure Caramels.